Hello, today we are going to use the BYU Blackboard Test Generator in order to upload questions into a Blackboard pool and to use on a test. The first thing you need to do when using the BYU Test Generator is access it at its website www.byui.edu/ats/testgen.htm. You can also simply Google BYU Blackboard Test Generator and it will be the first option that comes up available for you. Once you have opened the web page, as I'm showing here on the left hand side of the screen, you can see that it's a very simple, easy to use test generator with only two steps: pasting the content and pressing to save as a text file. Now, you'll have to do some very simple formatting, and over here on the right hand side of the screen I've actually opened the sample Word document that the BYU Test Generator provides in order to show you the different types of formatting you can do depending on the question type you're trying to get formatted into your test. The first two examples here show you a free response or essay type question, and what you want to notice with this is that they indeed list question text, but there is no answer choices or text listed as in with the other questions shown here. Now, you want to also notice that all of these questions do have numbers in front of them. This is how the test generator differentiates the end of one question and answer set and the beginning of another. But you will notice down here on such as question 3 or 4 that they don't include A, B, C, D choices. They simply use a new line for each new answer and differentiate the correct answer with an asterisk in front of the answer. This is really important when you're formatting your test for the generator in order for it to upload with no errors into Blackboard. As you can see, question 3 here shows you a multiple choice style question, and then questions 4 and 5 show a multiple answer style question using the asterisks in front of multiple answers to say which are the correct. Question 5 gives a great example of a true-false question. The really important thing to note here is that it does indeed list both true and false, and it does use the asterisk again to express which answer is the correct answer. Down here for question 7, you have an order of occurrence style question. Notice that the answers are matched up on the same line with the number that they correspond to in the order, and also notice that the order is done in a sequential fashion 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can notice down here with question number 8's example that they do show they're doing battles with the years they were fought, and again they have the answer of the battle name and the year that it was fought answer on the same line. And also notice again these are in sequential date order. That'll be really important when you are uploading these questions into Blackboard, and if you're worried about students being given the correct order just by the way that the question is written, you need not worry. You can randomize the answer choices within the question within Blackboard in the test pool. And we'll go over that a little bit later and show you how to do that so that you can make sure that they aren't being given the correct order, just in case you do use order questions. So in order to do this, we are going to do Control A or Command A, depending on if you're using Windows or Mac, to select all, and Control C or Command C, again Windows and Mac commands, if you are going to, so you can copy this information. Then you want to go into the test generator and you want to do Control V or Command V, depending on what you're using, and you want to save as a text file. Now this will automatically download and open a new window to let you know that you can open or save the file. Save is already selected here. It's my default option, so that's what you just need to do. You don't need to open the file, you just need to save it. Then you're going to go into your Blackboard course. Now, when you go into your Blackboard course, you're going to go into the course management area and down to course tools. Once that opens, you want to scroll down and get to test surveys and pools. Now, when you're doing this, you have two options. You can directly upload the questions into a pre-made test if you so wish, but know that that test, once it is pre-made, those questions only exist in that test. If you go down to the pools function here and use the pools function, you can assign multiple pools to multiple tests and reuse them over and over again should you need to or should you choose to. For this, we already have a pre-created pool called Test Generator, and we're going to go to our gray submenu arrow and select Edit. Once you're in your editing screen, you will notice up here that we have an Upload Questions button. You are going to select this to upload the file that was generated by the BYU Test Generator. You want to browse for that file, and it should be under Downloads, and open it. Now you can assign a points value here. That points value will carry over into the pool and will carry over into any test or like assignment that you populate within the Blackboard environment. It defaults to 0, but I like to always put in 1. And you want to select Submit once. Remember, we're not going to click that twice, lest it force us a lockout situation from Blackboard. Once you have uploaded the questions, you will see the green success bar here at the top, and as you scroll down, you will see that total questions uploaded was indeed 8, and the total points that were assigned were 8. From here, you can view the test questions by selecting the new window icon next to the beginning of the text type, and you will notice that it'll tell you the type of question that it is, and it will also give you the question text and the answer choices with a green arrow denoting the correct answer. Now, for those essay questions that we had in the very beginning, you will notice that when you open that, it does format as an essay question, and it gives you the question detail, but the answer slot is blank, and that's just to let you know that it will be a student-provided answer, and that there isn't one that can be automatically graded within Blackboard. This has been Aiden Sizemore with how to upload questions from the BYU Test Generator into a Blackboard